This is Hoodies. Episode 172. Again. Y'all ready? Let's do it. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. Let's do it. Welcome back to another dope session of Hoodies the podcast. I'm the host, Agar Rashidi, coming at you live from the skill suite, or maybe not so live, but we coming at you, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let's put one in the air for Hoodies the podcast. Word, let's get right on into this thing. And before we get right on into this thing, just want to take a moment and once again wish abundance upon everybody who's watching this right now. Listen, if nobody's told you that you're special, you are. If nobody's told you that you're special today, or lately, or period, let me be the one to tell you. You are special. You are one of one. And some of us have found our talent. Some of us have found our purpose. Some of us have found what works for us. Some of us haven't. I would say if you haven't, just keep searching. You know what I mean? I know a lot of folk are religious and this, that, and the third, and I ain't about to get all into that. I will say this, though. Y'all gonna keep thinking, or stop thinking that I'm a weirdo because I'm always talking about meditating and stuff like that. It might sound weird because maybe somebody made it sound weird to you. You understand? Give it a try. Take 10 minutes. Just 10 lousy minutes. Tap in, meditate. Get to know you. You understand? Again, I get it, folk are religious and all that. But listen to me. Nobody can love you like you. Nobody can know you like you do. You live with you and have been with you since the beginning. Do you a well-deserved favor, tap in and get to know yourself. Because then you just might come to figure out what your purpose is, what your niche is, what your thing is. You understand? Because, like I said, you are special and one of one. All right? So let's get into this. Word. Before we go any further, of course, I want to send my condolences out to anybody who's lost a loved one. My heart goes out to you. My condolences. I'm sorry, man. And although I've never lost a parent, I have, of course, lost loved ones before, but not too much immediate family. I don't know what too much is. So I'll just say that losing a parent is a loss that I haven't and hope I don't have to deal with anytime soon. However, there are a lot of people who have lost their parents, especially a few days ago was Mother's Day. And I put quotation marks, air quotes rather, because every day is Mother's Day. Everything else is just made up. But that day does and has struck a chord with a lot of folk who's recently lost a mother. So my heart goes out to y'all. I have no idea what that feels like. But my condolences. I don't care how long ago it was. Word. Same breath, though, I would like to also send out a shout out to everybody who's got a born day today, whether you are fresh out the womb or you've been here a while. New life, more life, man. I salute you. That's another heavy piece because, see, born days aren't made up. Again, I say this all the time. There may have been some funny business on your birth certificate. You know what I'm saying? You know, that guy that's on the birth certificate might really be your uncle, so you thought. Or maybe who knows what it is. It might be some funky business, but you here. You here. You know what I'm saying? You may be black, you may be ugly, but you here. Dear God, you here. Word up. Happy born day to you, though. Word up. Nobody else has got this fingerprint right here. You know what I'm saying? But me. Hold up your hand. Nobody's got yours but yours. See what I'm saying? That's tying into the special thing. You special, man. Word up. You special. Word. So I think Stevie Wonder got a born day today, or it wasn't too long ago. Stevie Wonder, known to the world as Stevie Wonder. I ain't about to sing or nothing. But word, happy born day to Stevie Wonder and anybody else who's got a born day today, man. Word out. Before we end this intro, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling, man? Everybody good? I'm okay. Feeling the ways. My volunteer, my program, the Skill Youth Chess Club, our volunteer, is not faring so well health wise. Brother Ozell. I won't put a picture of his face on the screen. I mean, there's a picture of him with the young lady. He's part of the chess program. When everyone's there, and there's about 10 or 11 youth there, on a good day, because some come bi-weekly due to other circumstances. Some of them can't make it all the time. But when everyone's there, he's a great help. We engage in a thing called teach play, and it's exactly how it sounds. Not all members, because some are more advanced than others. But what I'm saying is, he comes as a great help to the program. And before his wife reached out and let me know what was going on with him, I had been meaning to reach out to him, but I didn't. Which is why anytime I start to think to myself, you know what, let me reach out to so and so, I'm going to do it. Because had I done that, I'd have realized that he wasn't faring too well. I believe his wife says that he was dealing with pneumonia. I believe he's out of the woods with that and some other things. So he is getting better. I'm going to reach out to her today. I heard from her a couple days ago. So I appreciate her for keeping me in the loop. Speedy recovery to Brother Ozell. And send some warm, healing energy to his wife, and I believe he's got some sons and his whole family, because I'm sure everybody's feeling this. So my heart goes out to the family. Wish you, Brother Ozell, speedy recovery. We'll see you soon, man. Word. Shout out to Brother Ozell. Yeah. So yeah, man, I thank y'all for sending me some good energy too. I'm getting better every day. Everybody going through something, man. So which is why I'm real big on sending out that good energy, man. Sending out some good energy, some good vibes. You understand? Word. So if everybody's good, I think I've covered everything in the intro. So all right, man, let's go ahead and get into this. I want to know we're gonna get into it. Well, I kind of know. Let's do it. Let's get this break and let's go. Yeah. So I started off saying episode 172 again, because if before I took the last episode down, if you had an opportunity to see the last episode, I had some, I don't know, you may or may not have noticed. I'm doing the editing, so I know, you know what I mean? But I was done editing. It was a finished product. Well, no, the first time it was like halfway through, and for whatever reasons, my MacBook was unable to save it. Left me no choice but to hit continue, and then poof, whole shit was gone. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? So I reconstructed the whole thing, re-edited in full, and as soon as I was done, boom, it hit me with that again and couldn't save. Hit continue, boom, whole project gone. Right? So this time I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to look for it. So I go fiddling around, and I thought I found the file and posted that. And what I should have did was check to see if all my edits were still in place, all my edits, transitions, and things of that nature, and it was not. There was an incident while I was podding. My business phone rang. I was talking to a potential client. I said his number. See, in the original edited version, that was all reversed. So it would have been so that, the listener couldn't get the number. But in the unedited version, the unintentional posting of the unedited version had all of that. The edit everything, so I had to take it down. It was crazy. So I believe I fixed the problem. And once again, and of course, this is a different title of this episode, but once again, it's episode 172. Like y'all give a damn. Just wanted to let y'all know. But anyway, so listen, this particular episode, I came across, I was on X as usual, right? I promise y'all I do read and do other stuff too. I ain't always on social media, right? But I ain't gonna front. I do enjoy scrolling because sometimes I come across things I learn. I come across things that are entertaining. I come across things that give me ideas of, what the pot about. You know what I'm saying? So it does me good. I ain't gonna front. So let me stop talking and go ahead and put up the video, and then we'll tap into it, breathe life into it, and all that good shit. All right? All right.
No,
Where y'all wanna go?
we go wherever you're going.
Y'all wanna go with me?
Yeah. House.
Yeah? All three of y'all?
Yeah.
Make it a party?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Let's do it. Sex party. Yes.
Yeah.
We as a foursome we're doing. You're like, what?
Yo, that.
Like big booties. It's not my
Oh my god, yo.
Big booties.
Can you lift your shirt up?
Wow, y'all trying to, are y'all, what? Y'all not wasting no time.
All right. So first of all, let me just say that this, of course, is entirely subjective, right? Everybody's got a POV about something, right? Here's mine. So, and then also, here's another disclaimer. I don't know who that dude is. I don't know him. He could be an athlete, ball player. If he is, I don't know who he is. He could be a rapper. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that brother. Maybe y'all do. And like I said, this is subjective, right? So let me just say right off rip, and I'm gonna keep it funky with you. Even when I was young, dumb, and full of cum, situations like that, I didn't trust it. I don't trust that shit. I don't like it when it's that easy. It's something about it I don't trust. You know what I'm saying? And then first and foremost, the 3 Caucasian women. I ain't into Caucasian women. You know what I'm saying? You was before, nigga. Tell me you ain't fucked with a couple white pink toes before. Many moons ago. Many moons ago. I didn't. I'm like I indulged in, sexual, encounters with pink toes, snow bunnies, Caucasian women, white women. It was many moons ago. Many moons ago. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm sticking my finger in anything, it's in some cocoa, man. Now, it's cocoa. That was many moons ago. I dipped my finger in cocoa. Yeah. Anyway, so, I wouldn't trust it. I would not trust that. And not only that, because I don't know who the brother is, but not only that, I am of the belief, say that is an athlete, musician. Let's say that's what that is. I don't even know the dude. Let's say it is. I'm of the belief, right, that there are entities, right? I don't have no proof, no none of that. I don't have any, proof that I can present out in front of you. I just read the tea leaves, or so I think I am. Reading the tea leaves. Right? I'm of the belief that there are entities out here. Once you're in a particular status, granted if that man's a celebrity or whatever he is, who will watch you, entities that will watch you and study you. Figure out what your vices are, your quirks, your qualms. Is he into white women? Young white women? Oh, maybe black women. Fat black women. Ooh, stacked black women. Oh, he's a drinker. Yeah, he likes to get on the sauce. Okay, all right. Oh, he sniffs coke. Okay, all right. Because if you think about it, if you think about it, right? Listen, it could be those entities, it could be the artist or the celebrity themselves. But whatever someone of a particular, whenever you see mad women around them, I don't think it's just them. I think there are certain entities that see to it that mad women are around you. Keep you distracted. Keep you from thinking of some real serious shit. If it's alcohol, you have all the alcohol you can stand. Yeah, sure, I get it. Companies will feel like you're worth investing in because you're popular. They see you drinking it, other people will drink it. Hell, they may be part of that. They may be all inclusive as far as entities go. You know, granted, it's not their fault that you're drinking it, but they study you. They see your vices, your weaknesses, all the shit that you into. And those things, if you are of a particular, you shall have. Dead ass. Brother Shannon Sharp, I believe, was one of those people. Subjective. I remember listening to Stephen A. Smith on the Breakfast Club some years ago. He explained some of the same thing. I think he was at a playoff game, something like that. I would use the video, but I don't think this episode I want to get flagged. In fact, I hope I don't get flagged for the video I just put up there. I probably won't. Probably not. If I do, I do. I'm in there now, right? But I'm not going to put up the Breakfast Club, John. But Stephen A. Smith was talking about how I believe he was at a playoff game and he was confronted. I want to say more than one woman, but let's just say one woman. Didn't specify if this woman was white or black. But he did specify she was fine than a motherfucker. She was bad. She was a baddie. She wasn't a fairy. I hate that goddamn song. She was a fairy with a fatty on my daddy. Oh my God, stop it. And I'm not gonna say it's trash. I'm just gonna say it definitely ain't for me. She was a fairy. Wow. Hip hop now. Anyway. And listen, this young lady insisted on being with him. This lady just made it to where, yo, I got to have you. And now, nigga. And he said something along the lines of, as tempting as that is, nah, I don't trust it. I'm not trusting that. I'm not trusting it. Even when I was young, dumb, full of cum, I still didn't trust stuff like that. The only way I would trust something like that is if, when I was younger, my 20s, I was a single parent, and like my mid 20s. So it would be nice when I get a babysitter, go hit the club, and I'll go talk to a young lady. You know what I mean? Or I was also the type that would post up in the club and just post up. Do a little diddy bop in the chair, and a fine thing would approach me. Right? We sit there, get a little hot and heavy, in conversation and such. Grab her thigh a little bit because she'll put my hand there. Very suggestive, like, yo, it's a good chance you may be popping this tonight. There's been times when, hey, can my friend come? You know what I mean? If it happens like that, I'll trust it a little bit more. I'll trust it more. But that thirst that we just saw with that young brother, sex party! Hey, do your thing, brother. And listen, if there's more to the video, I don't know. That's all I was able to screenshot. That's just too eager. It don't, listen, gonna wake up a few weekends from now, you know what I'm saying? And one of them gonna be hollering rape, sexual assault. And since they all seem to be friends, they may all just rock with that story. I can't trust it. I didn't even trust it when I was young. And listen, my little club scenario, that could go the same way. Could have gone the same way. Of course, I'm not, no celebrity or whatever. But I'm of the belief that, hey, listen, it could not be an entity. There's different ways you could look at it. Like I said, it's subjective. Listen, it could be something, men or people of a particular stature. It could be something that they manifest. You see what I'm saying? We can manifest things. Listen, the more and more you keep saying things to yourself, repeating things to yourself, it's like you're affirming that you ain't shit, if that's the type of things you're saying to yourself. The more you keep saying that I'm not worthy, I shouldn't have this, I'm not supposed to be here, that imposter syndrome, you say that long enough, you'll start to believe it. You'll start to move as such. If you say you don't deserve this, or my kids ain't, my mama ain't, my dad ain't. Damn, that's heavy. My mama ain't. My dad ain't. Get you a couple dollars. Now all you do is buy liquor. You know what I mean? Now all you do is flaunt money. That's another way of looking at it. You know what I'm saying? That's another way of looking at it. It's another way. But that's not where I'm at with it. I am of the belief that there are certain entities that see to it. We are, granted, none of us was there. But let's take Puff, for example. He was working with what, Darion? And you know, Darion, I believe they're responsible for Ciroc. You know, that brand of liquor, spirits, if you will, that we all thought was Puff's, but it really wasn't. He was just, you know, a marketing ambassador for them. Shit, he did pretty well. I'm sure they all made some decent money, including Puff. But at some point, I believe they felt as though Puff got too big for his britches. He does get into a legal battle with them, and shortly thereafter, things started to surface. You know what I'm saying? People watch you long enough, they see your quirks, they see your vices, the things you're into. And there are certain entities that will use that. That will use it. I believe he's in trial now. I think that, yeah, the trial has just started. And we saw the video with Cassie, him kicking her, which I don't condone none of that stuff. But she didn't leave. She didn't leave. And in court, from what I understand, one of the hired male escorts that was in these freak-offs that urinated on her, that individual has testified that she requested to be pissed on. You know what I'm saying? The plot is thickening, but I don't want to get into that, at least not right now. But my point is, I believe that there are folk who will watch you long enough, and they watching you, and they're going to see to it. If it's women, they're going to get you with women. Drugs, whatever your vice is, that's what they're going to get you with. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay on your square. You know? And I remember when Stephen A. told that story. And you want to know what's crazy? When this Shannon Sharp thing started popping off, a lot of clients was coming in and said, hey, it was one episode some years ago Stephen A. was up there saying. I think a lot of men heard that. You know what I'm saying? Not that Stephen A's no, you know, the mentor or, you know, no shit like that. But, you know, again, men of a certain, you got to stay on your square. Certain people can see the play coming from a mile away. I believe Denzel Washington is quoted as saying, at the midnight, go home. That's when the devil comes out. Apparently he's seen a thing or two. You know? If you believe in the devil, I believe this ain't about what I believe. But there are whatever that entity is to you. You know, whatever staying on your square is to you. You may use religion. That may be, you know what I'm saying, your rock. That may be what sustains you. You go read scripture and it gets your mind right. I ain't mad at that. Some folk it's the Quran. Some passages get your mind right. You know? And for some folk like myself, you know, I tap into me. I meditate. Hey, listen, whatever it takes to put us on our square, to center us so that we can read the tea leaves. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't trust that. Like I said, I don't know what happened with the brother. I don't know how that turned out. Hey, we don't even know if that was a skit. But I wouldn't trust it. Too easy. You just don't know where that could go. There's another thing to consider as well. All right, this is all. There's another thing to consider. Okay, I seen an episode some years ago. You know, episode on First 48, and I've heard of such things. Right, what those three white women did, that's one method. Then there's another method that I've heard of, and there'll be a pretty young thing, be on the horn with you. Yeah, whoop-de-whoop, yeah, daddy, or yeah, zaddy, you should come through. You should come through. I'm at the motel, whatever, whoop-de-whoop, you should come through. Bring that big dick, daddy. right? And then he goes to the hotel, and it's all a setup, though. That's the goal. You know what I mean? With them 3 Caucasian women, the 3 snow bunnies, the 3 pink toes. That the ultimate goal is to get this. Well, I want to say end up at his place, be it his crib or a hotel. The ultimate goal is to get you alone, naked, sex party, and then some. So if a young lady's calling you on the horn and you end up at a motel or whatever alone, which is the goal, that's when they'll rob your ass. You know what I'm saying? There you are, probably just popped off, butt naked, pants across the room, and they come in and rob your ass. In that episode on First 48, I was telling y'all about 2 young ladies set a brother up. He went over there, they tried to rob him. I guess it wasn't as easy as they thought, and they killed him. I believe them young ladies spent some time because they set the whole shit up. I think that's conspiracy. So, again, that's just me. Call me paranoid, call me whatever. You know, you could say, hey, let the nigga have some fun. Hey, you fun, just be careful, fam. I wouldn't trust that. It's too easy. I could see if he approached them. It's still a chance. It's still a chance you could get got. But that right there seemed orchestrated, and it just seems over a matter of time somebody's gonna be hollering rape, sodomy, some sort of sexual assault, abuse, drugging. Nah, fam, I'm good. There's gonna be photos, audio, video, leaked videos, TMZ, all kinds of crazy shit. That one right there seems obvious to me. That one right there, tea leaves seem to tell me right off rip, nah, son. Nah, nope. No can do, I can't go for that, can't go for that, can't go for that. No can do, I can't go for that. Can't go for that. Word. Alright. These playoffs. Before I even look at what I screenshot on my phone, I just want to say to the Celtics, man, as constructed right now. I'll explain that. Boston Celtics as constructed right now. It's been a dope ride. I remember when Jason Tatum first came into the league. And I'm mentioning Jason Tatum not only because, well, he's on, my favorite team, right? And I've seen other players come into the league as rookies, but you follow them, you see them get better year after year, but I haven't watched one as much as Jason Tatum. And of course, the difference is because he's on my favorite team. He's on my team, right? So, of course, I'm going to see that. In fact, I remember when me and Lil Bro went to a game in his rookie season. That's when Kyrie Irving was still there. We had a blast that day. We had a blast and had to set a couple white boys straight. It was doing too much. You know how people drink when they're at games and stuff like that, but that's another story. That was funny, too. We talk about it all the time. My point is, I watched them every season become a better player, a better, more well-rounded player, right? So to see him, if you've been under a rock and haven't been watching the playoffs, then you know that last game, they saw a preview of it right now on the screen. Jason Tatum fell. He fell and fell in injury. He's had a ruptured Achilles. What is it? Achilles tendon? Yeah, a ruptured Achilles tendon. That's a serious, major injury for a basketball player. So of course his season is over. He won't be back, and he there's a very good chance he'll be out all next season. Right? So I don't have to tell you that the Boston Celtics season is over. It's over. It's over. And let me say, Jaylen Brown, I hear you, fam. I hear you. You say we're going to get out there, we're going to do our thing, leave it all out on the floor, we're going to fight. I trust we got enough in that locker room. I hear you, baby. I hear you, baby. You know what I'm saying? I believe in the Boston Celtics. I ain't like these fair weather fans that go walking out the fucking stadium if you down. Or if it looks like losing is imminent. No, I go down with the ship. I don't turn the station. I don't do none of that shit. Now, if I did make a bet on the game and it's in all signs, and I'm reading the tea leaves and all signs say that the team's going to lose, then I'm going to pay whoever I made the bet with. I'm going to pay them before the game is over, but I ain't about to turn the station. I'm going to stay right there, man. That's the type of fan I am, fam. You know what I'm saying? But real quick, let me read this because this might tie into what I was going to say. So bear with me. This is from Clutch Points. Okay, Jason Tatum and the Celtics have a difficult road ahead of them. With an MRI revealing an Achilles injury, Tatum's season is over and next season is in jeopardy. The 27-year-old went down on 27-year-old went down in the final moments of yesterday's game. It was in clear pain grabbing his right leg. Now the Celtics lose their star in his prime. Boston already had the fourth oldest roster in the league with an average of 28.1 per real GM. Not necessarily sure what that means. Holiday, White, and Horford all in their 30s, and by next season, Porzingis will be 30 as well. For an Achilles injury, the average recovery time is around 10 months, with some players taking over a year, as per the National Institute of Health. It's a tough blow for the team that's built to win now, and Tatum has been a definition of durable at this point. Okay, this is not going to go into the money that the team, because this is not doing that. But let me go ahead and read the rest of this. It says that Jason Tatum has been a definition of durable up to this point. In fact, Tatum hadn't missed a single playoff game until this season and has played 24,870 playoff minutes in his career. In NBA history, only Larry Bird and Horace Grant have logged more playoff minutes in a player's first 8 seasons. Right? Just a month ago, the Celtics boasted a 61-win season and were one of the title favorites. Now, in an instant, they face big questions about their core group, and their future. And they're saying that because, according to some sources, league sources, the Boston Celtics, I don't want to say they're in debt, but it's up to $500 million. Next episode, I wasn't planning on going this deep, but Jaylen Brown has a $300+ million contract. So does Jason Tatum, $300+ million. I think they're gonna have to let some players go. So the team, as constructed, like I was saying, may not necessarily be the same next season. I believe. See, they're probably not gonna do nothing with Jason right now. So with that, I don't think they're going to do anything with Jaylen. You know, you want to win some games, right? Then your best bet would be to keep Jaylen Brown. So maybe it'll be some of the others. Maybe that's why Kata hasn't been played, because maybe he's going to be shopped. I don't know. We'll see. So the team as constructed may not look the same next season, which is why I want to salute the current roster. We played the Knicks tonight, and even if the Celtics, like I said, I hear you, Jaylen Brown. I hear you when you say, yo, we're going to go out there, we're going to fight, we're going to do our thing. I believe every word of it. You know what I mean? However, we could get the win. We could, but we are not going to win this series against the New York Knicks. And listen, I could be wrong, but I'm going to have to see it, because the team has had a hard time beating the Knicks with Jason Tatum. So I don't see us faring better without him. I just don't see that. Sure, the team has won games with him not on the floor. Sure. But we'll see, man. We'll see. If Porzingis comes and plays out of his mind, he hasn't been really playing all that, especially last game. Jaylen Brown, foul trouble last game. Of course, Porzingis dealing with a virus. I believe he's been dealing with it since March. He hasn't really been effective. He hasn't been the X factor that he was in last season. He hasn't been that in this postseason. So with that said, unless they show something different, the Boston Celtics are going home tonight on their own floor against the New York Knicks. It's been a dope ride, and we don't know what next season will look like, but I guess we'll worry about that once we get there. Excuse me. So the Boston Celtics will lose this series, unless, of course, I'm proven wrong. So, and just last night, the Indiana Pacers eliminated the Cleveland Cavaliers, I believe 4-1. Wasn't expecting that. They had an excellent season, and now they're out of here. So the way it's looking right now, and for the most part, I'm right. The way it's looking right now in the Eastern Conference Finals is going to be the Pacers and the Knicks. It's going to be the Pacers and the Knicks. So it is what it is, man. Who would have predicted an injury? You know what I mean? And listen, the Boston Celtics just took on new owners right after we won the championship last playoffs. So that's got to be rough for them too, right? Because you got to feel real good. Yeah, I just bought a team. You know what I'm saying? They just won the championship. And shit, the way the Eastern Conference is looking, we'll probably win another one. So as soon as you buy the team, the following season, they don't make the conference finals. Who would have predicted that? Who would have predicted it? But yeah, Eastern Conference Finals, Pacers and the Cavs. In the West, the Western Conference, Warriors are down 3 games against the Timberwolves. I saw that happening whether Steph Curry was there or not. I wish he was there so the Ant could, boom. Last season, got rid of Durant. This season, LeBron, and now Golden State. I wish Steph could have been healthy. But I just think it's time for the new guard. It's just time, man. It's time. Let's let these Let's let these young boys get up in here and make some noise. Steph Curry is 37. It's just time, man. It's time. Denver fell 3 games to 2 with OKC. I got OKC winning that series. So they're almost there. Just one more game. It's said that once a team is down 3 games, they never find their way out of it. They may make their way to a game 7, but 9 times out of 10, they go on to lose the series. So all my predictions out west, or at least for the second round, is going according to what I thought it would go. So Western Conference Finals, I believe the Western Conference Finals is going to be the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's my prediction right there. So it's cooking, man. It's and for what it's worth, when your team is actually in the playoffs, it's stressful. You know what I'm saying? It's stressful watching these games, especially the back and forth games. It's stressful, fam. It's real stressful. So, hey, man. Boston's out, or gonna be out, unless I see different. But listen, at least watching these games won't be as stressful because I don't necessarily have a dog in the fight. So if Boston goes down, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna be looking forward to being able to watch these games with ease now. I won't be so stressed out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you love the stress, but it can be a stress. So whatever happens tonight, I'm not necessarily sure when this will air. Maybe tonight, but it'll probably be after the game. Maybe I'm not sure when this will air, but that game may have come and gone. But salute to the Boston Celtics squad that's constructed at this very moment. It's been a wonderful ride. We don't know if Al Horford will stick around. He's 37, 38. And of course, in real life, that ain't old. But in basketball years, you're up there. Especially because you're playing against, young men in their early 20s. Stronger legs and this, that, and the third. You have to deal with that. So that makes it a little bit more. So you can be in shape, but young is young. You feel me? So yeah, man, it's been a great run. A great run, and I look forward to the rest of the playoffs, whether Boston's in it or not. Word up. So that's about all I got in terms of playoffs. It's about all I got, and speaking of not trusting it again, just to touch back on the main topic, I still wonder why not a whole lot of talk has been had about Bill Belichick and his young girlfriend. Bill Belichick is about 72 and his girlfriend is 24. What's her name? I believe her name is Elra. Give me a second. Her name is Jordan Hudson. Jordan Hudson. Yeah, and not to, because, you know, Bill Belichick is the former head coach of the New England Patriots. So he's now, I believe, the coach at UNC. He's a college coach now. And so at one point in time, not too long ago, there was personnel that was kind of worried that this young tender, Jordan Hudson's influence on Bill Belichick will become a problem. I think he was in some interview and they were asked how they met. And of course they asked that because of, you know, the significant age difference, and upon which time she said, we ain't gonna get into that. We ain't gonna get into all that. So they think that if she's taking over the interviews like that, that she may be influencing him some kind of way. Almost talking about him like he's fucking going senile or something and can't think straight. So I ain't gonna front. I don't blame people not disclosing personal information about how they met and this, that, and the third. But I don't care nothing about that. But I am wondering how come there's not a whole lot of talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, this young lady ain't got, you know, recordings of him either, talking about he want to choke her or nothing like that. They ain't got no text messages of talking about, hey, put a black baby in me neither. So they got that in their defense. They got that working for them. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, be careful, fellas. Be careful. Protect your sperm. Read the tea leaves. You know what I'm saying? Just like all money ain't good money, all pussy ain't good pussy, man. You know what I'm saying? You use your big head. If you can, use your big head. You know? Stay on your square. Read the tea leaves. You understand? Word. All right, man. So I'm gonna get out of here, man. But before I get out of here, as usual, shout out to everybody once again who's going through a thing. You know what I'm saying? Going through some things that nobody else knows about. You know what I mean? Things that nobody else knows about, but yet they still show up every day to work for people. You know, it just show up. You know, salute to y'all, man. Salute to you for looking like you're keeping it together while working on it behind the scenes. I wish you the best. I wish you strength. I wish you abundance. I wish you healing from whatever trauma you got. I wish you a cultivated relationship with the self. I wish you everything, man. And that's all I got to say about that. I want to thank y'all for watching, man. Thank you for listening to me babble. I believe I got another subscriber, man. You know what I mean? I'm popping over here. It's getting there. It's getting there. I'm liking that. You know what I'm saying? I salute you. Thank you for tapping in to some of the dopest content on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and all that good stuff. I got clips on Instagram and TikTok, but thank you for tapping into some decent content, man. You may or may not like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking you will. So thank you, everybody, for listening to me babble. Thank you for your likes, subs, and your shares. Thank you for watching the shorts. You know what I mean? All that good stuff, man. Shout out to the Skill Youth Chess Club. Shout out once again to Brother Ozell. Speedy recovery. You know? Shout out to everybody with a born day and everyone who's lost a loved one. You know what I'm saying? And once again, if you need to hear it, you are special. Word up. I'm the God Rashidi, man. And I got nothing else to put out. But yeah, man, yeah. I'm the God Rashidi. This is Hoodies, man. Peace. Hey. Black Barbers Inc. strap backs, embroidered, top quality. Cop yours. Go ahead and inbox me for prices and delivery options. Alright? Alright. Peace. Hey. This is Hoodies.